the camera.
Oh, yeah. If you pet her, she will stay.
Yes. If you scratch Brady's chest, he won't move for hours.
Right, right.
And if you don't, then he takes his paw and he grabs your hand and pulls it in.
She swats when I'm working and she's tired of watching me work. She'll just start swatting or like bumping your elbow so you can't type.
Oh, I know.
When it's time to pay attention to her.
What should people look for in a dog if they're thinking about adopting? What are your best suggestions? And I know that one of the things is going to be don't buy somebody a dog for Christmas.
Right.
That's a biggie.
I think the first most important thing you can do is first of all figure out how much time you have in your life for a dog.
Yes.
We after Christmas is one of the times where we get, a rush on dogs because people have bought puppies, have bought young dogs, and don't realize that while golden retrievers, labs, a lot can be said, they are great dogs, but they require a lot of exercise. They're high energy.
Yes, they are.
So if you think they're just going to lay down at your feet, at the age of 1, that's absolutely not going to happen.
No, it's not going to happen.
So make sure that, if you get a dog with high energy, you have an active lifestyle and plenty of time to exercise them. Otherwise, they'll just, as many of my foster puppies have done, they'll just eat your house.
Well, that's the point. They get destructive because they're bored.
Right, they're bored.
And they want to go someplace, any place but the house.
Right.
And especially if you don't live in a house with a big yard.
Right.
You get yourself into trouble.
And just having a yard isn't enough. You can't just let them out and expect them to entertain themselves. You have to be willing to go out and play with them. Interact with them. Get them to exercise or, better take them for walks, let them explore. Otherwise they'll become destructive.
Yeah.
So really the most important thing I would say in looking for a dog is look at your life and see what you have room for. There are plenty of breeds who would rather just sit,
Well, and I see a lot of people out running with their dogs.
Yes.
And, the ones that have labs and Goldens are wonderful. But when I see people with Yorkies.
Little bitty feet. Little bitty legs.
That go like 6 inches in a stride. Right. I want to kill these people.
Right.
Pick the dog up and put it in your pocket.
Yes.
And add 3 pounds to your running weight.
Right.
Please do not run with this dog.
Right.
And especially weather conditions, you want to make really sure that you're protecting the animal from cold or heat.
Of course.
Melissa Bauer has a great role to play in GRRAND. And you were talking about a foster failure. Share that story.
Yes. This was probably back in 2005. So, wow. Almost 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Probably 8 years ago. I was fostering for GRRAND. And I was fostering this dog named Jake, who was a great big loved teddy bear of a golden retriever. When he first came in, he was 125 pounds.
Oh, my gosh.
Now, he had a thyroid problem, but at a healthy weight, he was 90. So he was just a big dog.
Yeah.
And when it came time, I just could not give him up. So I ended
that's
up
what happened with Wyatt.
Failing. Yes. Loved him.
Big
loved
foster
him.
failure. Well, and I think, too, that one of the things that has always attracted me to Goldens is just the sheer fact that they have the sweet temperament that they have.
Right.
And they also have, I think, an instinctual protective nature, especially with children. And I've seen that with my own nieces and nephews. They had Goldens when they were kids, and the dogs never left their sides.
Right.
Like kind of like Belle.
Exactly.
She
the
doesn't
only thing
leave
I would
his
say is
side.
if you're going to get a golden or lab,
Yeah.
be ready to clean up dog hair.
Any dog.
Yes.
Oh, man, there's dog hair everywhere.
But particularly
Yeah.
the labs and the goldens.
Yeah, they do
You'll
shed.
be cleaning for days.
Yeah. Well, and I think what's fun is that Kathy Weisbach is a dog lover, and she invites dogs to come in here all the time on Wagon Wednesday, and she has never once said a word about cleaning up the hair. And I just want to give her props for that.
Right. Absolutely.
Of course, she probably would like it if I brought a vacuum cleaner over here and did it myself.
Right.
We're talking with the lovely and talented Melissa Bauer and her beautiful dog, Belle, and we'll be back to hear more about GRRAND after J.D. Wilkes with Charlie Stamper. All right. Glory to the Meeting House.